This is a pretty hard one for me to deal with. In fact, for anyone who's following this series, this is so hard that somebody else wrote the card. But I thought this was something that would be kind of important to talk about right now because for many of us, we're on this sort of journey here. And it can get to be a bit much. We don't really understand all the parts of what's going on, and we find ourselves a lot of times, kind of walking into this abyss of fog on a rinkety little wooden bridge, barefoot, alone. And everywhere we look, obviously because it's foggy outside, but everywhere we look is something scary. It doesn't matter if it's, looking in your mailbox to find, bad things, and looking into your newspapers to find bad things, your TVs, your friends, your family, around the countries, around the world. Everywhere you look, it's like bad, 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 bad. The murders, rapes, the crimes, bad, 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 bad. I get it. We are inundated with bad 24/7, and it's bleeping scary out there. The other side of that mirror, there's a door. So outside that door, it is scary. I understand that. Nothing inside the doors is scary, because for many of us, it's either that, we find ourselves in a position where we are A, alone, or B, we are around people and we still feel alone for whatever reason. Because, as I said, we're going through this journey and we're alone. And we're going through this awakening process, especially, and we're alone. And we're just like, I am on edge 24/7, 365. And I get it. Turn on the commercials and, they're going to tell you, hey, take this because it's going to calm your anxiety because you got so much anxiety from everything that's going on and you're just tense. I get it. Because the next, 30 seconds of that commercial is going to tell you exactly every way that thing is going to kill you. But don't forget to take it. Move on to the next commercial. And I get even me saying that is scary. I understand everything that we've gone through in our lives is scary. There's a lot out there that we should just be afraid of. I understand that. But the thing about it is, so what? That stuff's still going to happen. You need to learn to relax. You really do. You really need to learn to just feel the fear and do it anyway. Relax. It was weird. I was actually sitting here today and I had already went through this whole process and got a video together and got it edited and everything. And I'll probably end up sharing that also. But, at one point I do video editing as a profession. So these little projects here have been very off the cuff. Just one take and done. And instead here I am, I'm editing this thing because I'm not relaxed. And at one point I was like, wait a second, Derek, you're doing this on your tablet, your item that you're supposed to be able to just kind of kick back and so I actually went and kicked up my feet, and that came out great, because I just kicked up my feet and just listened to, it came out great. And then something else just kind of hit me that I just needed to kind of tell you guys is that we all need to learn to relax. We do. I know I do. In everything, I mean, we put ourselves in these situations where, stressed out at work, we're stressed out at home, we're stressed out in, our finances. And the thing is that, whatever. Whatever. If it happens, it happens. Listen, you have either X amount of time to worry about every little thing that can happen, or you have X amount of time for things to happen. And that's a weird concept to even think about because, anyone who's, I'm a very kind of planned type person, hey, if I'm going somewhere, I want to know where I'm going, what time I'm getting there, what time I'm coming back. And that's pretty much about it, when's my next, I keep my appointments and I keep, I have a schedule here and a schedule there. And it's not necessarily because I want to be very organized in my time. It's more like I kind of have to be because I know my mind's a bit scatterbrained and, if I don't write it down, I find I will forget about it. But at the same time, I think it's a bit freeing because you end up being this person where you're able to open yourself up more to what can happen. You see, if I worry about every single detail of a trip, and then as I said, I like to know, hey, what's my flight times? Do I have any sort of tour scheduled? Is there something I can put in so I'm not just kind of sitting or whatever? I like to do this sort of thing. But I also like to, schedule in some free time. And that's kind of the thing that we forget to do, is schedule in free time. We did this a lot as kids, is that we had recess, we had free play. I don't know if anybody remembers this, from your childhoods, but you had that sort of scheduled in time to just be a kid, just go create, go color. You had coloring time, I remember having in, school. And they wanted you to color in the lines and, get points if you use different colors on the thing, whatever. But the point of it was to, have some sort of time scheduled to be creative. And we've lost that. I know I have. I know I've definitely been a person where, this is Saturday in my life, Saturday afternoon. My Saturday afternoons before, maybe would have had some sort of creativity. And, maybe this is a new creative path here. But, I think that, for many of us, what happens that we get stuck in the hamster wheel, the Monday through Friday, everything's going on, and we get stuck in the everything's going on wrong. We get stuck in that sort of repetitive bark. It's kind of like a dog where the dog's upset, so just bark, 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 especially an old one, bark, 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 and it just keeps going, and eventually it just has to, wear itself out to where it sleeps, but bark, 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 it's almost like this computer program thing, and we get stuck in that sort of thing, and we hear that, and it's, and this is going at us all the time. And we don't actually take it upon ourselves to bingo. So, yes, bingo. Let things happen. Relax. Seriously, take some time within your day today, within your week this week. Before we come back again, I'm actually going to be out of town next weekend, maybe. But take your time within your life and just take a deep breath. Go out in nature. You know, go hug a tree. I'm not saying go become a tree hugger, but go hug a tree if you need to. You know? And if you didn't get the point of that, then it'll come to you. Okay? Go do something. Anything. You know, go find something that, you know, you fear. I think that's kind of the point of this is, yeah, we're stepping across this big fearful abyss here that we're going into, and we don't really take the time to, which is something that we need to do. You'll see that soon, but right now, don't worry about this. Yeah, that's over there. You'll see that soon. Right now, what do you and I and all of us need to do? We need to do this. We need to relax. Okay? Peace!